If I told you that the sky above your head is not what you think it is, that in 2014, U.S. satellites captured something impossible forming inside Earth's atmosphere, and the government still cannot explain what it was, would you believe it? Because tonight, you're about to hear the only confirmed case where the sky behaved like a living, conscious organism. For most people, the sky is just the sky. But for Dr. Marcus Levin, an atmospheric physicist working with NOAA, the sky was a puzzle, one he'd been studying for 15 years. On June 12, 2014, at exactly 2:13 a.m. Eastern Time, Marcus received an alert from the GOES-13 weather satellite. It was routine at first, a high-altitude disturbance above the North Atlantic. But when he zoomed in, his heart stopped, because the disturbance was not weather. It was a perfectly symmetrical circle of light, nearly 60 miles wide, forming at 40,000 feet. Too high for planes, too low for auroras, and too bright for lightning. It seemed to flicker with a pulse, almost like a heartbeat. Marcus whispered to himself, "Clouds don't do that. Nothing does." He saved the footage, expecting the anomaly to fade. Instead, it grew. Within 5 minutes, the circular light expanded to 90 miles wide, then 110, then 150. No natural phenomenon expands with perfect symmetry. Something was wrong. At 2:20 a.m., a second alert hit Marcus's screen. His instruments detected a low-frequency vibration traveling through the atmosphere. Not sound, not wind, but a resonance, like the sky itself was humming. The frequency measured at 17.2 hertz, the same resonance the human brain experiences during deep meditation or intense fear. That made Marcus uneasy, because if the sky was vibrating at that frequency, every living creature on Earth could feel it subconsciously. And they did. Reports began pouring in. Birds abandoning nests in New Hampshire. Dogs howling uncontrollably in Maine. Entire schools of fish rising to the ocean's surface. People waking up at the exact same minute, gasping for air. Something was affecting biological systems. But Marcus? He was only getting started. At 2:31 a.m., the anomaly did something impossible. It split. Not like clouds parting, not like a storm breaking. The circle of light separated into 12 evenly spaced segments, like the petals of a flower, each glowing with blue-white intensity. Marcus replayed the footage frame by frame. Every petal formed at the same millisecond. Every angle was mathematically perfect. It was engineered. Marcus whispered, "No natural system makes geometry this perfect." He forwarded the footage to the National Weather Service, expecting instructions. Instead, his entire system went black. Then, a new screen appeared. Access locked. Level 7 clearance only. Marcus had never seen that message. Level 7 clearance didn't exist, at least not publicly. Someone else knew what this was, and they didn't want Marcus investigating it. 1 hour later, at 3:22 a.m., the Pentagon called an emergency meeting. Marcus was one of 14 scientists brought into a secure room under Andrews Air Force Base. General Ashton played the satellite footage on a massive screen. The anomaly had now transformed into a four-sided structure of light, a perfect diamond floating above the Atlantic Ocean. Not solid, not liquid, not plasma. Something in between. One scientist asked, "Is it a craft?" "As far as we can tell," Ashton said, "it's not moving like a vehicle. It's stationary, but it's interacting with the atmosphere." Another asked, "So
Is it natural? Like some upper atmosphere aurora? Marcus cut him off. No aurora forms a geometric diamond with symmetrical light distribution. This is created deliberately. General Ashton didn't argue because he had already seen what came next.
As the footage continued, something emerged behind the diamond. A shadow, moving independently of clouds or light sources. But this wasn't a shadow created by an object. It was absorbing light, almost like a hole had opened in the sky. Marcus leaned forward. "What is that?" The general paused the screen. That single frame would haunt Marcus forever. Inside the shadow was a shape, something with curved edges like a spiraled shell, but endlessly folding inward, geometry that broke the brain when you stared at it too long. Some scientists looked away. One vomited. Marcus whispered, "This is not a craft. It's a coordinate." Everyone turned to him. He continued, "This is a location in space-time, not an object. It's like we're seeing a dimensional error, a tear." The general inhaled slowly. "Dr. Levin, are you suggesting the sky is opening?" Marcus didn't answer. He didn't need to.
At 3:43 a.m., every satellite watching the anomaly recorded the same impossible event. A beam of light shot downward, straight into the ocean. Not white light, not blue, something entirely new. Scientists couldn't classify it. It behaved like a liquid, but glowed like plasma and vibrated like sound. The beam reached 3.1 miles deep, illuminating the ocean floor. Sonar confirmed it. The beam was scanning the Earth, not harming anything, not burning, just reading. Marcus whispered, "It's searching for something." No one argued.
At 4:01 a.m., the light retracted. The diamond collapsed inward. The shadow folded into itself. And then, everything vanished. No explosion, no flash, just gone. The sky returned to normal in less than 0.8 seconds. The anomaly left only 3 pieces of evidence: satellite footage, seismic resonance data, and a massive electromagnetic imprint on the ionosphere. And one more thing. At the exact moment the anomaly disappeared, a research buoy in the North Atlantic recorded a strange sound from beneath the ocean. A single tone. Low. Harmonic. Intelligent. Like a reply. For weeks, Marcus studied the tone. Every frequency, every harmonic, every pattern. And one night, at 2:13 a.m., the same minute the anomaly first appeared, Marcus tried something desperate. He converted the tone into a visual spectrogram, and the moment he did, his blood ran cold. Because the spectrogram formed the same diamond shape that had appeared in the sky. Inside it, a small spiral shape, the shadow. The message was clear. The anomaly had not come to attack us. It had come to identify something on Earth, something buried, something ancient, something that responded from beneath the ocean. Marcus presented the results to the government. Within 24 hours, all his research was confiscated. He was told the official story was high-altitude plasma storm interacting with thermal winds. Marcus laughed when he heard that, because the sky doesn't create perfect diamonds, or moving shadows, or beams that scan the ocean floor. And it definitely doesn't send messages. At least, not normally. On the night before he resigned, Marcus received an unmarked envelope.
Inside it was a single sheet of paper. No signature, no explanation, just one sentence. It will return when we are ready. At the bottom of the page was a symbol, a diamond, with a spiral inside it. Marcus still doesn't know who sent the letter. CIA? Pentagon? Someone from the original meeting? Or maybe whoever or whatever created the anomaly in the sky. If this story opened your mind, imagine what the next one will do. Make sure to hit subscribe, stay with Mindburst Universe, and get ready because the next mystery is already on its way.